On the last episode, Fluffy went to 3 different blind dates hoping to start his own family at the Purple Sky, but he just don't have the Riz. Hello and welcome to SHIJOTCHI. You are watching the continuation story of the Tamagotchi Paradise Adventures featuring our second generation Tama, who is now the primary star of the show. Let's start. So we actually ended our last episode evolving the newly hatched baby Maruchi into a land kid who is now the first official resident of the Pink Land. And currently, planet SHIJOTCHI has reached level 6 and the goal to level up is to raise our Tama into an adult. However, Land Kid has already evolved twice since we last saw him and is now already an adult. So does it mean we're gonna have to start with another new egg? Maybe not today. Anyway, I know I said I will try to get my second gen to evolve into a Meowchi or Pochichi, but I got 2 care mistakes during the young stage and so now he became a 3-year-old Gumax, a rare species adult. And I know Gumax is supposed to be one of the least desirable looking Tama adult outcome due to bad care, but I find him really adorable. Going back to what's new, now that planet SHIJOTCHI is at level 6, we were able to unlock the new field, the under the sea themed blue water. Maybe I will raise my 3rd generation in the depths of the ocean in the future. Subscribe to watch that happen, please? And also, I wanna say that from kid to young stage, my Tama had been changing fields back and forth from Pinkland to Purple Sky. However, now that he is an adult, I guess he can no longer hang out with Flappy who is living at the Purple Sky. Let's try egg hunting at the Pinkland. So only 2 options still, Volcano and Spring, not Lake. And the Shirotama Hunting Guild has actually recruited a 3rd Shirotama. However, we can still only send a party of 3 to the hunt, including Gumax. Wish Fluffy could join as well. Of course, there is a very obvious change at the volcanic scenery since we are now doing it at the Pink Land. I can only hope that the different terrains indeed offer different hunting locations and not just different at design. I'm not gonna lie though, the Pink Land's aesthetics looks more natural compared to the Purple Sky where everything is candy looking. And as usual, our supplies hatches from the very painted volcano eggs. Since planet SHIJOTCHI is now level 6, traveling is now also available and the collected poops are actually connected to traveling. We just need to collect a little more I guess before we can see how it is going to work. Gumax seems to be having the best time of his life. You can't tell me he does not look like Totoro. Watching him interact with the outdoor toys is such a joy. He may not be Meowchi, but I'm pretty satisfied about having Gumax. He's like a ferocious looking giant beast on the outside, but a lovable and gentle soul on the inside. Speaking of, let's see his inside. Even his cell has that like kitty bro thingy on the forehead. Alright, time to see what's new at the Tamagotchi lab. There are updates at the lab log as I now have entries for land. Here is Land Kid, a land genus, Gumax's kid form, and Roar Young, a roar species, the meat-eating young stage of Gumax. And lastly, Totoro himself, Gumax, one of the adult outcomes of the roar species. Planet SHIJOTCHI is already 18 days old today, and okay, so on Tamas You Nurtured, it appears one will only count every time I release an adult to the paradise to tempt for themselves, and I already have one for the sky. I may have not noticed it, but at some point between all the leveling up, new minigames have become available, like delivering vitamin, wherein you will journey to the esophagus of your Tamagotchi, jumping over different cells that looks like contraceptives and unused red condoms until you reach the topmost level. I'm pretty sure a similar game is also sometimes played at the arena in the Tamaverse in Tamagotchi Uni. You control a misoprostol pill to reach the top, making sure every jump you will land somewhere to avoid a fall that will probably cause vomiting for your Tama. Interesting choice of visual design for a minigame. I get it. Tamagotchi Paradise is all about science of life, like biology and stuff. And when you reach the top before the time runs out, you will receive gacha points. Another unlocked minigame is matching meals. It's the basic matching pair of cards game, but designed as if you are at a fancy Shirotama restaurant. Just uncover a dish and find a similar one to pair with. You just have to avoid uncovering the spoiled dish, otherwise the game ends. Good thing before you begin, you will get to see all the dishes uncovered, and if you will be able to memorize where everything is placed, this should be piece of cake. Complete a set and you will be rewarded with the cute animation of the Paradise mascots enjoying meals, and gotcha points of course. And the last minigame is called Catching Poop. No kidding. Here you will be transported to a poopy planet and you will play as the cleaning Shirotama. So the deal is to control your Shirotama to catch the poops along the way, and also try to grab the vacuum to activate the upgrade that will allow you to gather all the poops wherever it is placed for a period of time. And believe me when I say this, kids, vacuuming poop in real life is not a good idea. I live with a dog and I used to own a vacuum. Emphasize on use. And when the planet becomes poop-free, you will be rewarded with none other than gotcha points, which we can spend on the newly available options at the shop. On items, we can now purchase different kinds of food for our tama to enjoy. Some very unusual like bug cookie and plankton dumplings. Also, the snack bar is now open. However, these aren't exactly the snacks I anticipated. Be vivid and be pastel juices must be for changing the Tamagotchi's color. Maybe I'd try them some other time. Oh, and accessories are also finally available. But unlike the previous Tamagotchi devices though, we are not purchasing accessories for our pet tamas to wear. Here's the SHIJOTCHI wing I got for using the code given when I unboxed Tamagotchi Paradise. Let me buy and use this. But before that, there's another feature I'm curious to check. In meal, I think the food supplies that we hatch from the eggs we gathered from hunting can now be used to cook the same dishes available at the item section. And I wonder how using this feature would affect the entire cell thing for when we are trying to make our tama to grow into certain characters. Gumax is full. I think we're gonna pass for now. Going back, now I'm not gonna be able to accessorize Gumax with the SHIJOTCHI wing unfortunately, because the entire dressing up thing is now done at your own Tamagotchi planet. Yep, fashion accessories now goes to the planet. Weird. By the way, we have since transferred to the Pink Land and have unlocked Blue Water, but we cannot just ignore the mess that may be done at the Purple Sky, so when cleaning up poops, all fields will be wiped clean. Perfect! Makes it easier for us to fill the poop tank we're gonna use for travel. I hope it's ready for our next episode. So there you have it, all the features and the new ones that are currently unlocked for when your Tamagotchi planet is at level 6. My gentle giant Gumax will certainly enjoy those meals now available at the shop. What feature are you liking the most so far? Tell me in the comment section. And while you're on it, please don't forget to like the video and maybe subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this episode. I already have plenty uploaded that you can watch if you haven't yet, and definitely more to come. Goodbye for now, see you next time.